Isaiah 44:5, Frodo Jack here. I was worried about the fate of my children with these coming disasters that's coming upon the people, the Hebrew tribes, and the page of the Bible turned itself and it says, don't worry about your seed, along those lines. I'm quite happy about that anyway. But it also said that you'll be named by the surname of your fathers. The surname of my father was, one father's was Callahan, which is light, bright-headed. And then the other one was Brian the Hebrew, Brian Baru, Brian the king of the Hebrews. We came from the Milesians, who were sent here by Moses on a mission to lash the heathen hybrid tribe over that existed here before us, and it still exists to this day. We enforced the honour price for 4 generations, which is God imputes the iniquity of the fathers for 4 generations. Callahan done it, and we taught Christian teachings, Galatian Christian teachings. Oh, foolish Galatians, we weren't that foolish back then to the rest of Europe, and we kept Christianity alive when it was nearly wiped out. Then the Pope turned up, Patrick turned up and had a conversation with my ancestor Callahan on the hill of Tara. They wanted to change everything. We went according to God's reckoning at the time, the moon calendar. Before there was darkness, before there was light, there was darkness. And the light came out of darkness, the first sliver of the new moon. Reminds me when Jesus says, "I'll come like a thief in the night." But also, we still have this tribe here now. They must have done an evil, wicked pact with the Vatican to get us into idolatry. And after we got into idolatry, because of some of our kin, gave the rock of Cashel, the rock in the high tower, the book of Psalms, the rock in the high tower, to the McCarthy's gave it to the Vatican. And they no longer had the ball up there dancing and singing like a Baptist church. It's Callahan's ball. They had idolatry. They started to carve idols and all, and then shortly after that the plague came, and then shortly after that the trees were all chopped down, and then the flight of the years, and we were sold as slaves. There was actually more Irish slaves in America than there was African at one stage, some scholars reckon. But either way, whether there was more or less is irrelevant. It was the judgment in the Bible. They call it potato famine, but it's a potato genocide, some people call it. But you might as well just call it God's judgment against his wayward people. We fell into the trap of the Danann. They knew quite well we'd lose our spiritual protection if we became idolaters, and they could have their wicked way with us. And that's what they're trying to do again. And then every time the Vatican says, "I will not suffer the loss of children," the whore of Babylon, she has a new army to come and attack us. So religion is the religions. So Islam will deny it, but they created Islam using Muhammad's first wife. And then the first thing the Islam soldiers done is defy Muhammad, and they created sects, different factions of Islam, and they fought one another, which specifically said, do not fight one another, do not create different sects. So on that, compared to the apostles of Jesus, who went out and became martyrs and taught and spoke in tongues and committed and done healings and became martyrs peacefully, the people who made the surahs after Muhammad died, they abandoned his teachings. They directly they done the opposite of what he told them. So therefore on that, actions know them by their works, I wouldn't believe a word they had to say or anything they wrote, because it was all political. It's like the new version after the King James version of the Bible. He was attacked by witches at sea, by witchcraft at sea, the same as my ancestors were when they came onto this island. The Milesians were attacked by the witchcraft of the two of the Danann, the hybrid race. King James was attacked by magic. All of these things are relevant today, the unveiling. So they don't want to lose us because the people abandoned the church because of the cruelty of the migrant laundries and stuff like that. When they said they were helping the kids, are we to believe them? The same people, the same descendants of the same people who have now been brought to justice for all those missing children, witchcraft. Are we to believe them that they're doing the same to help the children that's down in the Middle East? I'm sure a lot of the people that are coming up from the Middle East, the Syrian missing children, do we believe them? Is that the case? And is the wars down there the judgment against the people that were once Christian who became Islam? The same as what happened to my people, is that going to happen to their people for abandoning the teachings of Jesus Christ? Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Is that what's going to happen to us? Are we all the idolatry around here? Are we falling back into the dark pit? I think we are. Some of us are. Anyway, that's food for thought. Frodo Jack the movie is going to be really interesting. You have a lovely evening and God bless.